Ignition. It begins with a rumble felt in the chest before it is heard by the ear. 33 Raptor engines, a chorus of controlled explosions, screaming with enough force to tear the atmosphere apart. This is not just fire and steel. This is the sound of humanity trying to break its chains. For decades, we have been satisfied with low Earth orbit, floating in the shallow end of the cosmic ocean. But that era is ending. Before your eyes rises a machine that defies logic. It is taller than the Statue of Liberty, heavier than the Eiffel Tower, and it is designed to do the impossible, to make space travel as routine as a commercial flight. This is Starship, and it represents the single greatest gamble our species has ever taken. To understand why this machine is different, we must understand the tyranny of the rocket equation. Gravity is a jealous jailer. To escape Earth, you need fuel. But fuel has mass, which means you need more fuel to lift that fuel. It is a vicious cycle that has trapped us for 60 years. The Saturn V was a masterpiece, but it was a disposable masterpiece. Imagine building a Boeing 747, flying it from New York to London, and then crashing it into the ocean. That has been the economic reality of spaceflight. Until now. Starship changes the equation not by breaking physics, but by mastering scale. Built from stainless steel, the same material as your kitchen spoons, it is designed to be fully and rapidly reusable. It is a skyscraper that flies, lands, refills, and flies again. This simple concept changes everything. But reusability requires precision that borders on insanity. The plan is not just to land, but to be caught. Picture a building falling from space at supersonic speeds. It must decelerate, orient itself, and glide gently into the mechanical arms of a launch tower named Mechazilla. It sounds like science fiction, or perhaps the delusion of a madman. Yet, we have seen it happen. This maneuver removes the need for heavy landing legs, saving precious weight for cargo. It turns the launch pad into a pit stop. This is the chopsticks maneuver. It is a ballet of thousands of tons of metal, guided by algorithms reacting in milliseconds. If it fails, the result is a crater. If it succeeds, it opens the door to a cadence of launches never before seen in human history.
Why build a beast this large? Not for satellites, not even for the moon. Starship exists for one reason: Mars. The red planet has beckoned us for centuries, a cold, dead world waiting to be woken up. To build a self-sustaining city on Mars, we need to transport 1 million tons of cargo. With current rockets, that would take centuries and bankrupt the global economy. With a fleet of starships, it becomes possible within our lifetime. Imagine huge fleets departing Earth orbit, refueling in the vacuum of space, and embarking on the 6-month crusade to the rusty world. We are talking about the transport of thousands of humans, massive 3D printers, greenhouse modules, and the seeds of a new biosphere. It is the greatest logistics challenge ever conceived. But why go? Why risk death in the cold dark? Because Earth is a single point of failure. We are one asteroid strike, one nuclear war, or one engineered pandemic away from extinction. The dinosaurs did not have a space program, and look what happened to them. Becoming multi-planetary is our insurance policy. It is about preserving the light of consciousness. However, the journey is fraught with terror. The first settlers on Mars will likely die there. Radiation, microgravity, and psychological isolation will test the limits of human biology. Starship is the vessel, but we are the cargo, and we are fragile. The dream of Mars is beautiful, but the reality will be harsh, unforgiving, and brutally difficult. Yet, it is a hardship we must choose. Before we conquer Mars, Starship might change Earth. Imagine traveling from New York to Shanghai in 30 minutes, not on a plane, but on a suborbital hop through space. This is the promise of Earth-to-Earth transport. The military is interested in moving cargo anywhere in the world in an hour. Scientists dream of massive space telescopes 10 times larger than James Webb, folded neatly inside Starship's massive fairing. The cost per kilogram to orbit could drop from thousands of dollars to just 10. This democratization of space means student projects, commercial space stations, and orbital hotels are no longer fantasies. We are standing on the verge of a gold rush in the stars, fueled by cheap, reliable access to the heavens. The Starship Era is humanity's greatest gamble. It is a wager of billions of dollars and countless lives against the infinite silence of the universe. We are attempting to grow up, to leave the cradle. There will be explosions, there will be failures, there will be tragedy. But the alternative is to stay here, waiting for the end. When the engines of that silver tower ignite, they're burning for a future where humanity is not just an Earth species, but a guardian of life itself. The road to the stars is paved with fire, and we have just taken the first step. If you believe in this future, if you look up at the night sky and feel a pull towards the unknown, then you are part of this journey. Subscribe to join us as we explore the cosmos, one launch at a time.